Hi guys, welcome back. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. So it is Memorial Day when I'm filming this, and it is terribly rainy and gross outside. So I originally intended to kind of film this video and take you through Whole Foods with me and kind of show you as I shop for stuff, but when I got there they were closed. So I'm gonna walk you through all of the stuff, all of the snacks that are like my go-to healthy snacks that I pack when I travel. Sometimes that means car trips, sometimes that means plane trips, and I kind of want to tell you how I divide it up and just stuff that I keep on hand. A lot of this comes from my time being plant-based, which I've been a bit more plant-based recently, but I like to make sure that I can accommodate myself wherever I go. And I know a lot of times I can get some semblance of a meal when I travel and get the kind of basics, but I also know that sometimes I can't always get everything that I need and I may be hungry later, so I might not get enough protein, I might need a little more fat. I just like to make sure that because of my food sensitivities, particularly I don't have dairy, I don't have gluten, and I can't have cinnamon. I always like to make sure that I have stuff that I can eat on the go. So I have a table full of stuff. I'm going to walk you through it kind of. They're still in some of the same packages, and I will talk you through everything that I pack and some things that I make and just hopefully give you a few ideas. So let's get into it. So first things first, I always have this little bag that kind of stays in my carry-on. This will look a little bit different if I'm in like a car trip, because I'll do more of like a cooler style bag. But as far as my plain bag goes, my carry-on, the thing that I always have access to, this little packet of stuff is always in there along with this little guy. So this is my second one of these, and I actually haven't opened this one yet. You can get them from Target or Whole Foods, and it's the Amazing Grass Green Superfood, and it's 1 full servings of greens and veggies. So it's just a little powder tablet guy. He kind of dissolves into your water. There's 2 different flavors. I really like the lemon lime one. It just helps me make sure that I'm getting greens on the go. I normally drink, I've been getting into the habit of having a juice in the morning. So this is good for snacking, making sure that I'm getting all those added nutrients and staying up on my vitamins and minerals while I'm gone so that I don't get sick. So the tablets are great. I really only use them when I travel, but I do really like these guys, and it's super easy because it just kind of fizzes up. And then this is my like little bag of kind of everything. I'll talk you through what's in here. So right now I have a couple of different things of protein powder. These are from Hum because I did an Instagram post of them a while ago and they sent me a selection of things. But these are protein powders that are great. So if you go somewhere and get a smoothie and need to have a plant-based protein, this is great to add. You can ask them to throw this in and blend it in with it, or you could mix it in yourself. I normally try to have these with me because chances are I can mix them into something and make sure that I have more of a meal replacement or a fuller meal if I'm on the go, and my options are very limited. So protein powders are always an option. And then I always have a selection of tea with me. Normally it's something that's like a lemon ginger honey, something very light to sip on, that if my stomach's feeling queasy or if I just want, you know, something calming, these are great to have. And I'll have a decaf black tea, and sometimes I'll have like a caffeinated tea in here as well. And then I also have some of the 4 Sigmatic mushroom coffees. Some of my friends aren't coffee drinkers, or I don't know when I'll have access to it. So I just like to make sure that, you know, if I'm on the go, that I have the option to have coffee, and these guys are great for travel with that. I normally always take my little pink reusable cup that is in the other room because I used it this morning. So I can have something to kind of pour it in, but you know, getting access to hot water can be a lot easier than getting access to other things sometimes. And if you don't like, if you're really picky about the taste of stuff, it's great to kind of take these. And then I also have, I only have one of these right now, and this is kind of the, if there's not an almond milk or non-dairy milk option available, it is the Layered Superfood Creamer, and it is dairy-free and unsweetened. I got these guys from my local health food store. This one has coconut milk, Aquaman, which is a calcium from marine algae, and then extra virgin coconut oil. So it's a good little creamer if you don't like your coffee straight black, and it also kind of adds that added coconut oil to it. I also take the little, Trader Joe's sells little to-go packs of coconut oil, and if you've seen my like packing video for travel-ons. I carry those with me, and so if I need to like snag one out of my bag to add coconut oil to my coffee to kind of bulk up my meal and keep me fuller for longer, I will do that. My goal for most of my meals and snacks is really to make sure that I'm keeping my blood sugar balanced, so I try to make sure there's a healthy fat and protein going on in all of them. And we have a whole stash of stuff over here, and everything is kind of in its original packaging. I will put some of this guy. It is the Calm Plus Calcium. I will put some of this in like an individual Ziploc bag and take it with me. This is really great if you have restless legs. I've been reaching for this the past couple of days because I haven't been running as much because it's been raining so much. So if my legs get really crampy, or if you deal with anxiety, this is a great thing to kind of have on hand to just be able to sip on before bed. So I don't pack this whole thing. I will just put some of this in a little baggie to take with me to go. In my years of being plant-based, breakfast is one of those challenging things for me. And I know that I always say that breakfast is one of the easiest ways for me to save money on a trip. So 9 times out of 10, I will have packed something for breakfast. If I don't have time to make them, I will buy Go macro bars. They're kind of my like top choice for on the go. Especially when I travel, because then I don't have to think twice about it, and I always know that I'm covered. There have been a lot of times where I've been in a position to other people don't know what to feed you, or I hate putting people in the position to feel like they have to accommodate me. So I always try to make sure that I have something, and breakfast is one of those tricky ones, because I tend to eat smoothies, or my diet can be very all over the place depending on what I'm kind of feeling with my body and how I'm catering it. So those are one thing that I always have, and then these guys are in the container that's normally in the fridge. My protein ball recipe is on my website, on the blog. I normally take these with me in the mornings when I'm here in general, and I normally eat 1 or 2 of those with my coffee in the morning, but they're also good for travel. So if I have time, I'll make those, and that would be something I would probably put into my carry-on bag in a different container, and then I would keep like the Go macro bar in my like luggage with me. All right, so these all kind of go together, and it's a little bit of a mess. So these are great for travel. They are the Justin's classic almond butter or the peanut butter. I try to stick with the ones that don't have sugar in them. I think it's Artisana is I would prefer to have them, but I couldn't grab them. They didn't have any when I was out today. Because those don't have palm oil in them, but I love to have these on the go. They're a great source of healthy fat and protein. And then I'll pair them with either some crackers, which these are my current faves, the Le Pain des Fleurs. My French is terrible. I have some of them over there, and I was gonna buy another box of these today, but the grocery store I went to did not have them. And they come in little packs like this, so you could just take one of these on the go with you. I've been eating them with a little bit of peanut butter, almond butter, and then having some blueberries on the side. So this is a good like snack in between. But the ones that I bought today, because I couldn't get my hands on these, the ones that they had in the store that were from this brand had sugar in them. So just make sure that you read the label really carefully, because these guys don't have cane sugar, but the other ones do. I got these guys instead, which are the thin stackers that are red rice and quinoa. So these have 2 grams of protein in them. Again, I know that making sure that I'm getting enough protein and fat between if I'm needing a snack can be a bigger thing for me, because some of the other guys are in here a little bit sweeter. So these are the red rice and quinoa. I said that, but yeah, these are great. Pair them with this, and this squeezes out, so it's kind of easy to do on the go. But then you can make sure that you have a snack that is healthy and you're not reaching for chips. It's like my favorite candy. It's not candy at all. Dry unsweetened mango slices. I love these guys. I will eat so many of them. I buy like 3 packs of them at a time. These are normally in my bag somewhere. I normally pack about 2 of these with me, just because if it's late night and I'm feeling peckish and I'm in a room somewhere where I don't know what the snacks are, I just like to be prepared. I always like to be prepared. So many years of being vegan and being stuck somewhere where I didn't have access to certain things that I could eat, or maybe I was in a smaller town visiting family and it was harder to get a hold of the stuff that was unsweetened. I always pack that now, and it just makes sure that I always have those options and I'm never kind of stuck in that position. So unsweetened mango is one of my go-tos. And then I also have been really obsessed with this, and you'll probably see this again in my favorites video this week. It's the activated sprout trail mix from Living Intentions. This is the wild berry. This is part of the whole reason that I went to Whole Foods today, is because I really love sprouted mixes. They're a lot easier for me to digest, but I couldn't get a hold of this, so instead I grabbed this guy just from Fresh Market. It's a mix of their brain food. It's got roasted salted peanuts, no salted sunflower seeds, raisins, roasted almonds, pumpkin seeds, the whole mix of stuff. It has, this one doesn't have cranberries. I will say some of these mixes, and the reason that I haven't grabbed them at other grocery stores is a lot of times these mixes will have fruit in them that has sweetened with cane sugar, and I don't want that. So it can be a little bit harder in that regard, and that's why, because I am so specific about some of the things that I eat, I always try to pick them up before I go. And then the last two things that are normally in my pack are some of these squeeze things. Sometimes I have the like applesauce mixes. This is just the chia squeeze one, and I grabbed this one because it's got more greens. Again, it can be harder for me to sneak greens into my snacks, so when I can, I do. And this one has chia seeds, banana, mango, apple, lemon, spirulina, chlorella, kale, and pineapple. So these are great for on the go, especially because they've got that full mix of stuff. So you're getting fiber in here, you're getting protein in here, and you're also going to get a little bit of fat. So these are good for on the go. And I don't always pack this, I just grabbed it today, and I'll probably throw it in there on the off chance that I'm craving some chocolate. I like chocolate, but like I don't crave it constantly. Hue chocolate is my favorite, and again, there are only so many places you can get your hands on this. So today I grabbed the simple dark chocolate and the hazelnut butter dark chocolate, but I don't normally have these. I will kind of keep them on hand, but I'll probably throw one in my bag just to make sure that I'm covered. So yeah, if I'm in a car trip, then, or depending on how long I'm traveling, sometimes I'll cut up veg and take some hummus and make sure that I have that. But for the most part, these are the ones that like I buy and then can just kind of leave to the side and really pull from when I travel. I don't tend to eat as many snacks when I'm home. I tend to be very good about my meals, but because I know my environment and I know what I'm cooking and I know what I have access to, I can plan a little bit better. When I travel, sometimes I end up, you know, eating meals and then I feel like I don't get enough healthy fat or enough protein in certain stuff, and I'm hungry a bit sooner than I would rather be. So I like to have options. It keeps me, I would say, on track, but if more than anything, I feel better. I'm at that point in my health journey where it's not necessarily about staying on track as much as it is making sure that I'm eating foods that I feel good about, or that make me feel good and that don't aggravate any of my food sensitivities. So I've been in a lot of positions to where I haven't had access to certain things, and not everybody considers those things. If you're gluten-free, dairy-free, I am gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free, refined sugar-free, and I don't eat cinnamon because of food sensitivities. And they're all health-based reasons for me. So it's very important that I have stuff that I can eat on the go. I'm very aware of that, and I'm very aware that not everybody else is aware of that. So I try to make sure that I have snacks that I can take with me, that I'm always good to go, and that I can make healthy choices that just make me feel my best, and that way I'm not slugging through, you know, days of feeling like crap. So yeah, these are all the healthy snacks that I pack. I definitely don't keep them in all of these containers. I will kind of par them down into individual mixes and split them up between my luggage and whatever I have immediate access to. So if it's a car, it's normally my purse, and then I'm traveling via plane this weekend, so it'll be my backpack. But I just like to make sure that I have access to things and that I'm good to go. So yeah, thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I'm not sure when it's posting this week, but there's only a few days left of Everyday May. So if you haven't seen everything, if you want to catch up, that is all on a playlist. I'm trying to be really organized with my playlist, so if there's anything specific you're like, I want to learn more about food, or I want to learn more about beauty, whatever the topic is, there's probably a playlist for it. And there's also probably a new vlog post, so make sure you check that out as well. If you guys have any requests for videos, I definitely know June will have a lot less videos than May, but leave them in the comments below. Let me know what you want to hear. And if you guys have any go-to snacks, let me know what those are as well. So yeah, I am off to watch more episodes of The Expanse because it is raining, and I'm gonna fully embrace this horrendous tropical storm weather. But I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I will see you in my next video.